Hi everyone, welcome to yet another video on our YouTube channel. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up if you like our videos. Really does make a difference on whether YouTube decides to pick them up and share them. So all those thumbs up really do make a difference, and all the subscribers. Thank you guys for all your awesome comments and feedback and questions. Really appreciate it. Boy, you're going to keep us busy for some time producing a lot of videos. I'm really excited about it. So thank you very much for all of that feedback. Again, for anyone who wants to reach out and connect with us or learn more about us, right underneath of every single video, there's a little write-up for the video and a link to learn more about us. If you click on that link, it actually takes you to a page that lists all of the social media and various pages and websites and our blogs and various things, places where you can find us online, and it lists them there, all the most relevant ones anyway. So hopefully you have a chance to check that out. And again, thumbs up our videos. We really appreciate those. Okay, so today we're going to be sharing some more tips for entrepreneurs out there who would like to make a difference. And putting on your creative hat here, because again, I can only, put out some of these topic ideas, but it's very difficult for me to try to employ that one idea to each and every single business that's out there, every type of service that's out there. There's absolutely no way that I could do that. So here I'm going to be asking you to put on your own creative hat and coming up with your own purple snowflake ideas. I had to throw that in there, title of one of our marketing guidebooks. But yeah, put on that purple snowflake marketing hat and see how these ideas will apply to your business. So here we're going to talk about ways that anyone can have an impact, especially though, if you are running a business or about to open a business, you're looking at maybe launching a product, maybe you have a book coming out, whatever service or product that you have coming out, whatever stage of business that you are at, there is something that you can do that is going to make you stand out among your peers like a purple snowflake, and a very bright purple snowflake in a snowstorm. And that is to write notes of appreciation to service providers, to businesses where you've enjoyed being a patron, and to people that you love, that you're connected with, people that you are networking with, and businesses that you purchase from or network with. You want to look at basically, you would, for example, maybe you had a restaurant where the meal was impeccable or the service was beyond what you expected. And so you only want to write these notes, of course, when it's appropriate. You don't want to just make up something. It has to be genuine. So let's say we just came back from a restaurant and the service was impeccable. We were really impressed with what that individual did. So while there, we're going to pay attention to the name tag. Who was that person? Maybe their name is actually on the receipt, which would make it even better. If you don't have the name, then write down your table and the time so that the restaurant owner can give credit to the waitress or waiter that was serving your table at that moment in time. So they're gonna, say to that person, hey, we just heard from one of our patrons that you did an excellent job on Thursday. Thanks for doing that, Greg. That's what the manager is going to do. So it spreads those good feelings down the line as well. So we want to write that note of appreciation. Maybe we had a meeting at that restaurant, and because of how wonderful the meal was and how great the service was, the meeting went really well, and you feel that the restaurant played a role in helping to make that meeting do well. Then let the restaurant know that. Let them know that you're going to be bringing more patrons their way. You never know what can happen with that. The restaurant might give you coupons. It might send you invites to special events. Once you get more and more connected with that particular restaurant or a chain of different restaurants that you go to in your particular region, that you have these relationships and connections with. Now, when someone goes to that restaurant and they're talking to that manager, or the manager's at a networking event, or maybe the server is at a gathering somewhere and someone brings up a topic that relates to you and your business or your product or your service, guess who they're going to recommend? They're going to recommend you. So word of mouth really plays a role in this as well. Now, we might say, oh, there was a fantastic service that we went to this car repair place, and the mechanic was incredibly gracious. They went the extra mile for us. Maybe we had a cashier who always remembers our name, and that makes us feel special. And all we need to do is just reach out to the manager and leave a quick comment, email from the website, little Facebook message, any of those comment areas where you can leave some feedback, or phone them. Anything like that can really make a difference in regards to them remembering your name and giving word of mouth positive feedback to people that they're connected with. But also, you've got this great relationship now started with these people. You never know where that's going to take you in your business activities in the future. Again, send cards and little notes or emails to people that you love. Tell them what was the golden nugget that you took from your relationship with them that made the difference in your life. The comment, the quote they shared, their talent, their activity, something they did that influenced you or impacted you in some way. Let them know that. This is not necessarily about, for your business in regards to, oh, I'm going to get some wonderful, connections this way by doing this activity. Yes, you will. But in this particular situation, this is just for every everyday person who just wants to make a difference in the world. Because when you've pointed out to people what it was that they did that impacted you, it makes them feel so much better about themselves, and their day is brightened, and their smiles are greater, and the interactions that they have with other people that day are going to be brighter and greater and more positive. And they're going to feel like maybe doing more in that particular genre because that they know that has impacted someone. So they're like, oh wow, maybe I'll share that certain aspect of myself with more people and hopefully influence more people. So again, you never know what kind of impact you can have as an individual or as an entrepreneur. Again, put your thinking hat on when it comes to these tips and see what you can come up with in this regard. So when you're purchasing cards, you might want to flip them over and to see, like, say, gift cards, birthday cards, these kinds of things, print cards. You might want to flip them over to see what kind of recycled content they have in them, green initiatives that the card has. Maybe you've purchased cards from a charity and it raises funds for their various projects, a wildlife charity or a tree planting charity or a local pet shelter charity. And even though it's on the back and may not be, prominent for someone else to see, you could say that in your write-up in the card. You can say, I was really excited to purchase these cards. I hope you like them. They're for this cause, and it's really cool to play a role in that, or some sort of comment, brief comment in there about the fact that these cards raise funds for a charity. Make sure you highlight that to the person that you're sending that to. Quick little comment, doesn't take much, and that will maybe get them to participate more in similar themed activities in their own life, or at least it will help build your name recognition in the genre of being the kind of person who cares about these kinds of things. Even in the smallest activity or action in your business, you are paying attention to it. And also in your lifestyle, because what you do in your life, in your everyday life as an entrepreneur or as a self-employed small business person, your life is on display as well, because you are the face of your business. And therefore, anything that you do, every activity that you do, every comment that you leave, every video that you watch, everything you thumbs up on, all has an impact as to the person that you want to be viewed as by your customers, correct? So these are just some really tiny, tiny, tiny activities that each and every one of us can do in our daily life. We don't have to sit down and do like a month's worth of sending out these cards. We can just, once a week, make set an hour aside and, have these notes, make a note throughout the week and say to yourself, oh, I really appreciated this. And I want to give somebody acknowledgement for for this comment that they did, or this activity that they did, this interaction with a client that I noticed, that I want to make sure that I bring attention to them and thank them for going that extra mile. So these kinds of things really do make a difference in the world. It inspires other people to do better, to become better, to perform better, to make a difference in the world too. So the ripple effect is huge from that point forward. When you brighten someone else's day, they can brighten another person's day, and it just goes on and on and on from there. So small actions really do have a profound impact with our business and our everyday activities. Okay, so we're going to be doing a series of these. This is the second one in the series. I have about 3 or 4 more planned. I'm going to try to keep them as short as possible, and this one's already getting so darn long, so I have to stop it quickly here. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. Thumbs up if you like our videos, and do leave a comment or reach out to us anytime through looking at that link. Click on that link there in the comments, and it'll take you to a page list everywhere you can find us online. All right, thanks everyone for joining us today.